With the first pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Cameron Ward, Jaxson Dart,
Tyler Shough.
Quarterback, Alabama, Jalen Milroe.
Dillon, Gabriel.
Oh, boy.
Quarterback, Oregon.
If they don't take you right now, there's something going on.
I think it's disgusting sitting there in round 4 with other quarterbacks being taken who aren't as good as Shedeur, aren't even close.
The Cleveland Browns select Shedeur Sanders, quarterback, Colorado.
Let's introduce you guys to the 2025 NFL Browns roster. Let's start out here on defense, starting off with Mason Graham. They had an opportunity to get Travis Hunter. They traded back, got a first-round pick next year, an extra second-round pick, and some other stuff. Me, personally, I probably would have taken Travis Hunter, but they ended up trading back, and look, it's already done. I'm not going to harp too much on it. So that's who they took, number 5 overall after the trade down. Then they took Schweissinger, I think his name is, if I'm saying that right. My bad if I'm not. He's going to be a linebacker. I don't know. Again, hopefully he can develop here in the game. We'll see. And then also in the second round, they took a running back, Quinshon Judkins, who I heard is more of a power back, but he's got a little bit of speed, but not like too much crazy breakaway speed, because the Patriots got the other running back. I'm a Patriots fan if you guys didn't know. Now let's talk about the quarterbacks, okay? Dillon Gabriel was drafted before him, who is, you know, the 5'10", 5'11" midget. He's 24 years old. He's a lefty. Look, I'm not starting Dillon Gabriel. Like, I'm sorry. If you're here because you're just like, I believe in Dillon Gabriel, like, this is not the video for you, buddy. But look, if he ends up beating him out somehow, sure. But Shedeur Sanders, who was mocked at some legitimate mock drafts as a top 3 pick, falls to the 5th round. Look, the most important thing is that he's here and he's eager to be legendary. But I did give him normal development and I gave Gabriel star development. And why did I do that? Because, you know what I'm saying, the odds are stacked up against him anyway. I put Njoku at receiver because, I don't know, I want to get the tight ends fan in a little bit of playing time here, see if they can develop both at the same time. And, you know, the Browns literally have no receivers outside of Jerry Jeudy and kind of Elijah Moore. So this is going to be really interesting. Stick along for the ride. We're probably just going to simulate this first season. I have zero expectations, if I'm being honest. Can Shedeur Sanders turn into a 5th and 6th round quarterback like Tom Brady to go win Super Bowls? Yes, he will, because I'm going to make sure it happens. Let's get into the video. Okay, wait. We went 8-9. That is not bad at all whatsoever. We obviously missed out on the playoffs here. The Dolphins were the 7th seed, and they were 9-8, meaning we were 1 game away from making the playoffs. Browns fans, this is definitely a win. Let's check out the stats here. 3,300 yards, 30 touchdowns, 69%. This is not bad, actually. Wait, no, I feel like this is pretty good for a rookie quarterback. For a 5th round quarterback, technically. Judkins, almost 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. That's not bad. 300 on the ground for Sanders. 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns for Jerry Jeudy. Njoku and Fannin. That's not bad for the tight ends. Hopefully they can develop. Mason Graham, 9.5 sacks. Where the Myles Garrett only had 8? I mean, I'm saying like only 8. Like, that's a lot, but still. Mason Graham did have 20 TFL, so. Oh, our kicker blows. I didn't mean to look at that, but our kicker sucks. In all seriousness, though, that is a great first year for the Browns, and they're a couple pieces away from potentially being a playoff team. I mean, we almost did it in year 1. Mason Graham has 12 upgrade points. He probably won Defensive Player of the Year. That's probably why. After all the upgrades, he's a 90 overall without the morale. He has 97 finesse moves. Look, maybe I was wrong. Maybe Mason Graham was the pick. Going up 12 overalls in 1 year is crazy. Shedeur and Mason Graham, neither of them won Offensive or Defensive Rookie of the Year. So yeah, that's pretty much it for year number 1. And it is time to get into the true part of this rebuild. That was a phenomenal first year. Player negotiation time. It says we only have $17 million, which is not good. No. I'm not giving you $10 million because then we would only have 7. So we're re-signing nobody and we're heading into free agency and we're going to see what happens here. We have $17 million. We're probably just going to have to completely build through the draft. But if there's somebody we could afford, I wouldn't be against it. It might be time for that Deshaun Watson cut because that's going to hit like crack. Oh my gosh. $69 million penalty and only saves $3 million. Okay, so in other news, Quinshon Judkins actually lost a development trade, so that stinks. The offensive line isn't bad, it's just old. We need a receiver because we don't have any besides Jerry Jeudy. D-line, maybe a little bit of linebacker, receiver, and left tackle. Those are the draft and offseason acquisitional pieces that we're going to be looking for. So we're just going to have to build. completely through the draft because, you know, that Deshaun Watson contract is absolutely screwing us. We do have 2 first-round picks, obviously, from trading back from Travis Hunter. So this is going to be super important. Let's see our picks. Okay, we're at 8 and 14. That's not bad. We have 3 cornerbacks. The odds are one of these guys might fall. This dude is disgusting. He ran 4.24. We have so many other needs, dude. We can't, bro. You know what? Let's just get to the 8th pick and we'll see what happens. I think the one I wanted, I think went first overall. Okay, this might sound crazy, but the player I like the most is so far down the board. He ran 4.62 in the 40-yard dash. He has B block shed, A power moves, A awareness, A tackle, but he's so far down the board and we have 2 picks. So I think we're going to look to trade out of this pick and continue to bring up assets. We'll see what offers we can get for this number 8 overall pick. Okay, we have made a trade. We've traded back from the number 8 pick to the number 20 pick, meaning 12 spots, but we picked up, you know, obviously the number 12 pick, a first-round pick next year, a second-round pick this year, and a fourth-round pick this year. We got a haul for the pick last year, and we got a haul for the pick this year, even more assets for the future, and to still get the guy who we want, which we didn't because he just went 2 picks before us. So, oops. Okay, after careful consideration, this is our pick. 6'8", 230 pounds out of UCLA. He's a left tackle, which is a very, very big point of need. We're going to take him here, not think twice about it. And now we are up here 6 picks later, and we will see who else is available. I want receiver. I want defensive line, probably. Now we're going to take Phillip Lake. He's a D tackle, and I know we just drafted Mason Graham, but he's going to be able to come with him in there. Pause. A awareness, A play rec, A finesse moves, A tackle. Him and Mason Graham should be able to wreak havoc on the interior, and obviously Myles Garrett on the outside. 16th ranked in true value. We drafted him at number 20. With our next pick in the second round, we're going to be taking wide receiver Tyler Valsado, 6'1", deep threat receiver, A deep route run, B release. He ran 4.39. That is pro day 4.41 at the combine. I'm excited. Hopefully he's going to be our wide receiver 1 in the future. But now we will get to our next second round pick. At this point, we're just taking best player available that we can even find on the board. So we're just going to continue to do that. 6'3", 200-pound, 21-year-old cornerback, A man coverage, B press, B zone coverage. He's ranked number 5 in true value. This is an absolute steal. We got him at 52. There are so many stacked cornerbacks in this class. Joey Matthews, he's going to be a left guard. If he develops, this could make one of our guards currently expendable because we need to get a little bit younger. Obviously, Tevin Jenkins will probably be the one to stick around, but we'll see here. We have so many freaking picks, dude. If these players develop, this team could be really good really fast. Okay, look, he's the best player available. We did just take a guard, but we're taking another one. I couldn't find anybody else that I necessarily liked, so that's going to end this draft. I'm going to let the CPU handle the rest. Let's go see how we did in the draft recap. Okay, our first round pick isn't the highest overall, but he does have hidden development, which really is the only thing that matters, and he's 6'8", and he's 330 pounds, so he's going to be a monster. 76 overall for our defensive tackle that we took. They're going to wreak havoc, bro. I'm so excited. Our wide receiver is a 74 overall with 93 speed, normal dev, and 77 overall cornerback. 6'3", 21 years old, 92 speed. Oh my gosh, he's going to be so good. He can't tackle anything with 59 tackling, but he's going to be good at coverage and hopefully can get a lot of interceptions. Took 2 solid guards. CPU took this guy right here, a 71 overall receiver. Other than that, not sure if any of these other players are going to make a difference for us, but let's go take a look at the team for year number 2. Shedeur Sanders, MVP this year. Facts. So we did draft 2 guard/centers that have flexibility. We're going to keep Tevin Jenkins, but as Wyatt Teller hits 30 years old and we kind of just drafted his replacement, we want him to play so we can actually develop. So we're going to look to see if we can shop a team that actually needs a guard. We're going to give up Wyatt Teller and a 6th to the Vikings, who are going to give us a 4th in return. DeJuan Jones does have normal dev, but he's still 24 years old, and and we obviously drafted the left tackle, so Jack Conklin is 31 years old. So again, we're going to shop him because we're looking to play the young guys. We have no reason not to. We're still so young in our development, so we'll see if we can get anything here. Jack Conklin and a 7th round pick heading to the San Francisco 49ers for a 4th and a 6th round pick in return. Okay, it was kind of a long offseason, but this is what we're looking at. The offensive line is younger now, and I think better, maybe not as good for year 1, but you know, now we can actually develop them. We're going to start Fannin at tight end, and then we're going to start Njoku at receiver, and then we're going to put Jerry Jeudy in the slot. Don't worry, he's going to be playing. We're going to have Valsado playing the X. Judkins hopefully can get a star development back. Shedeur Sanders is here, obviously, as QB1. But we really have one goal of this season, and that's to make the playoffs, man. Shedeur Sanders, it is payback time. Go show them what they should have done to you, bro. They drafted you in the 5th round, Shedeur. 5th round. You were the 6th quarterback taken, bro. It's time to take over, man. It's perfect timing. Woo! 12-5 with the playoff spot. Oh my gosh, man. Make me the GM of the Browns right now. It's nothing crazy, but he did exactly what he needed to do. 69% completion percentage, only 9 interceptions. That's 5 or 6 less than last year. 30 touchdowns, 3,400 yards, 1,210 for Judkins. Let's freaking go. Jerry Jeudy, I told you he was going to get his catches, man. 1,000 yards, 15 touchdowns. Njoku in here. Balsetto, 754. Not bad for a rookie. Fanning got 503. Sacks the other way. Mason Graham, 12.5 DPOY candidate. He's out sacking Myles Garrett. This is crazy. JOK had 5.5. He wasn't even rushing the passer. Dale Pitt, we had like a lot of interceptions actually. Okay, it is time for Shedeur Sanders' first playoff game of his career, and the game is off, man. Let's see what we can do here. We are 12-5 versus 9-8. We should win this game, but we're down by 14. We're gonna score back now past the second half, into the second half, and it's tied up 14-14. Clock coming down. We're winning right now with a minute remaining. We have the ball back. We're gonna slow this down. We are gonna win our first playoff game, 17-14. Shedeur Sanders throws for 147 and 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Did exactly what he needed to do. 81% completion percentage, and we are moving on to the next round of the playoffs. Look, Browns fans, if I told you not next year, but the year after that, you guys would win a playoff game, I feel like you guys would be ecstatic about that. Our next matchup is the 14-3 Baltimore Ravens. We have an 89 overall defense, but they have an 89 overall team. So Shedeur Sanders is going to have to play like a beast. Can he, in his second ever playoff game, beat the Baltimore Ravens? Lamar Jackson led down by 4, now down by 1 into halftime, past halftime, down by 4, down by 8, needs to score back. Oh no. 4th and 6. It's not looking likely, and we are going to lose this playoff game, but this is 89 yards passing. That is not good. Oh, 4 interceptions. Okay, Shedeur, this was not your game, buddy. 4 interceptions in a playoff game that's pretty unacceptable. I won't lie to you. But we will move on to next year. He will continue to develop. It's only year 2 for him, by the way. So I'm very excited. Let's get into the offseason of year number 2 or 3. I forgot. We have $94 million in cap room finally, and thankfully. I mean, we got some players we need to pay. So let's get this underway. David Njoku, he's been solid, right? Fannin is the future. I won't lie to you. Fannin is the future. I would give him a cheaper contract. I might go back after him in free agency. Screw that. I'm going to franchise tag him. $18 million for 1 year. I'm not mad at that at all. Greg Newsome, he's kind of not fitting exactly what we're doing right now because we did just kind of draft a guy. But if we can lock up 3 good cornerbacks, okay, we'll go after him in free agency. 24-year-old free safety, we're going to try to bring him back as well. I'm going to pay him a little bit. I'm honestly just going to pay him a little bit. These two just must not love Cleveland. Emerson, welcome back, brother. Well, welcome back. You can come back for cheap. There it is. Thank you. Emerson, that's my guy. Joel Bitonio on a 1-year deal. I think I'd bring him back. Okay, that's fine. Honestly, we drafted a guard last year. He'll start anyway. We needed to start developing him, so that might even be for the best. We'll bring back the punter. But other than that, dude, I'm pretty excited. We have $69 million here in free agency. It's time to see if we can finally, maybe, I don't know, do something with Deshaun Watson instead of paying him $1 billion to just be the backup. I'm biting the bullet, bro. It had to be done. There was nobody that was going to trade for him. He hasn't started in 2 years at this point. $35 million cap. I mean, it's brutal. I'm biting the bullet because I don't want to pay him next year. Okay, this is going to be our class. We're really just bringing back players and then adding Jameis Winston. Hopefully, we can bring all 3 of them in. Yes. There really isn't anybody that I'm like in love with. Obviously, we have another first-round pick this year that we're going to continue to build through the draft. Our pick is the 26th pick in the draft, which isn't, bad. I mean, obviously, we made the playoffs and won a playoff game. That's pretty good. But then we also have a number 9 overall pick, which is really good, which we got from I forget who we traded back with, but they probably sucked, and we have a top 10 pick. We have 2 first-round picks, so again, if there's a player that we really like, we'll look to see if we can trade up for him. Okay, I got our guy. I mean, we haven't traded up yet, so we have to make that happen. 6'2", 210 pounds, 21 years old. He runs a 4.44, which is not bad at all. A catching, B catching traffic, B medium route run, A spec catching. This guy is going to be great, man. We got to go freaking get him. Don't take him. Is that the guy I wanted? Yes! The Patriots, I'm sorry, my favorite team, it's the Patriots, but they literally screwed it up. This is the receiver I want. I'm not waiting any longer. I'm going up to get him right now. We've pulled off the trade. We are giving up our first-round pick this year and, the second first-round pick, number 26, a 4th and a 6th round pick in exchange for the number 3 overall pick and a 3rd round pick. I know it's a heavy price. We also have 4 4th round picks. So we've come up here to the number 3 overall selection, and we're taking wide receiver 1. This is our Justin Jefferson. This is our Jamar Chase. This is our guy who is going to take us to the next freaking level, Mitch Calhoun. Learn the name, ladies and gentlemen. He is a top 2 player in the entire freaking draft class. I'm so pumped. I know what you guys are going to say, but Jason, you already have 2 good tight ends, Fannin and Njoku. Shut up. I don't care. He has A, catching traffic, A, catching, and A, deep route running. And he ran a 4.46. I don't care. Suck it. We're taking him. What's he ranked? Watch this. Top 10 in the class in the 2nd round. Bang. Show me. Come on. Roger Goodell. Boo! Number 9. Bang! I'm telling you guys, I do this drafting. Come on. 6 foot 228 as an outside linebacker. He's not really a rusher, but he's an athlete. He ran 4.46 at the combine. So I'm excited. 61 in true values. Got him at 67. I'm not mad at that. It's a position of need, and we have so many more picks. So let's keep going. This guy's supposed to be a day 3 pick, and it's going to say that it's bad value. I understand that already. But he has A, block shed, A, pursuit, and B, catching, C, recognition, and he ran a 4.41. It's going to say he's a reach. I understand that, right? I knew that was going to happen, but the potential, he definitely has hidden development, and he's going to be playing for us here. Boom, boom, boom. We've made a massive trading for defensive end Josh Allen Hines and a 4th round pick next year. In exchange, we're giving up our 1st round pick next year. I know what you guys are thinking, this is craziness, but we had to make that trade, and we're giving up the rest of our picks this year, 2 4ths, a 5th, and a 6th. This was a tough one. We have no picks remaining in the entire draft, but I love our draft, and we're looking to compete for a Super Bowl this year, right? We won a playoff game last year, but let's take a look at the draft and keep in mind that we traded for Josh Allen Hines, 78 overall wide receiver. This dude is going to be a stud. Just make sure he has hidden development, which he freaking does. Another tight end here, 6'4", 250, 89 speed, hidden development. Man, I can't miss with these tight ends right now. Will Gooning, Shedeur Sanders. It's your time, baby. Make the league pay. Bro, I didn't even know Lake had superstar X Factor. Oh my gosh, this D-line is disgusting. Oh my gosh, they're going to get 150 total sacks this year. Shedeur Sanders, bro, it's on you now. I've built you a squad, right? You have a top 5 receiver who's going to be top 5 in the league hopefully this year. You got a decent offensive line that's young. Your tight end core has got to be the best in the league. Judkins is developed at running back. It's your year. Make a push for MVP. I don't know. It's time to make the league pay, baby. Don't think I forgot. This is definitely the best team we've had up to this point. Shedeur Sanders' roster is looking stacked, and it's really all on him at this point. Shedeur, if you're the guy, it's time to prove that you're the guy. Make them pay. Make them pay. Make them pay. 13-4. Hosting home playoff games. Shedeur, turn me up, baby. We got the 2 seed. I just saw Judkins is 2nd in the league in rushing home. Let's take a look at that first. 1,400 yards, basically, and 12 touchdowns. This dude is a hit. Shedeur Sanders, look, dude. 24 to 6, 71% completion. He's doing exactly what he needs to do. He's probably just play action, dump. Play action, bow. And then eventually, boom, let's hit that bit over the top, baby. Come on, we're doing all we need. Jerry Jeudy, 14 touchdowns. Balling the freak out, dude. 1,100 yards with the Njoku, 740. Oh, my 1st round pick only had 1 touchdown. Dude, you're supposed to be like Jamar Chase, bro. These sacks, oh my gosh! The Phillip Lake, dude, I was so hesitant to draft him because I was like, we just drafted Mason Graham the year before. 19 sacks! 16.5 sacks! 15.5 sacks, 12 sacks. Are you kidding me? And there's still like even more. Bro, this has to be the greatest defensive line ever. Okay, I had to look it up because I wasn't sure, but the 84 Bears, if you guys don't know, that's like the greatest defense of all time. Like, I don't know if you guys have heard that before. You know, that's really long ago. But they had 72 sacks in a season, which is the most ever, which is like 72 sacks is ridiculous. We got 73, meaning this is the best defensive line of all time. It literally has to be. You know what's crazy? When Myles Garrett is the 3rd on your team in sacks. But it is time to hop into the biggest game in Cleveland Browns history. Look, man, we all remember what happened last year. Shedeur Sanders threw 4 interceptions in a playoff game. It's snowing. Oh my gosh. It is freaking snowing here in Cleveland. Pittsburgh is probably ready for that too. It's cold over there too. Oh my gosh, why can't we score? Please, thank you. Okay, 6-7. It's gonna be probably a crappy game because of the snow on the ground. We're winning by 2 possessions now, 3 possessions. Shedeur Sanders taking over the fourth quarter. Make them pay. 3 touchdowns, 153 yards. Obviously, that's really good for playing in the snow, and they will move on to the next round. We did this last year, but now we gotta get to that championship game, baby. Kansas City, if we wanted to win a Super Bowl, we got to beat Kansas City. We already know how it is, man. We already know exactly what it is. We got the best defense in the league. They score 29 points a game. So this is going to be really fun. Let's get straight in to the simulation to send us to the AFC Championship game. Shedeur, we remember why we're here. You were drafted in the 5th round, buddy. Chip on the shoulder. Please do something. No, thank you. Okay, there we go. We score back to back now 3 times in a row. Shedeur Sanders keeps coming alive in the 4th quarter. Come on, Shedeur. Go score, buddy. Go score, buddy. We get the first down. There it is. Shedeur Sanders in the freaking clutch. Patrick Mahomes, can he do it? No! We're going to the AFC Championship game, and there's nothing y'all can do about it. Shedeur Sanders, prove them wrong. He throws for 3 touchdowns, only 140 yards, but hey, I ain't complaining. Patrick Mahomes, he threw for 400 yards on our defense with our defensive line, but it don't matter because we got the dub, baby. Shedeur Sanders in the clutch, and that was perfect timing. I ain't gonna lie. We beat the rival Steelers, and then we beat Patrick Mahomes, and now we have to beat the Houston Texans. Didn't they beat us last year? Maybe. That'd be a dope storyline if that's the case. I don't know if it's true. But let's get into this game regardless. From 5th round pick to conference championship to Super Bowl, maybe. Let's find out in this very freaking moment. It is tied 10-10. Now up by 3. 4th quarter in action. Up by 6. My bad. We score back. They won't. Super Bowl on the way. Shedeur Sanders, 190 yards. And really the defense got it done. Only letting up 10 freaky points in a conference championship game is unbelievable. Shedeur Sanders, baby. The legendary Carolina versus Cleveland. Shedeur, it has to be time for him to finally get star development, right? No, what? Judkins goes up to superstar, though. That's fire. Our whole defensive line is superstar X Factor. Oh my gosh, it's over for the Panthers. Oh my gosh, Bryce Young is going to get bent over and booty fucked by these 350-pound linemen. The Raiders passed on you like 30 times. Okay, I think it was actually like 6 times. Like, that's ridiculous, Shedeur. Go prove them wrong right freaking now. Okay, we're winning by a lot. Shedeur Sanders, Cleveland Browns, your Super Bowl is here. Finally, after a couple years of waiting, Shedeur Sanders has proved the entire league wrong. You wanted to pass on me? You said what? I was going to mess up the culture? That's what you said? What else you say, huh? Said my league meetings went bad. You called my phone pretending to be an NFL GM, prank calling me. 5 rounds. You sat me sitting there. I thought I was going number 3 overall. You sat me there for 5 rounds. Shedeur, what happened? We Super Bowl champions, baby, and that's just one. Y'all thought we was done? Y'all thought it was ending the video? I said we proving them wrong. I mean, we already did prove them wrong by winning the Super Bowl. I said we proving them wrong. Meaning we might go for this Tom Brady 6. Okay, that might be stretching it. But we got to simulate at least one more season. You know what I'm saying? See if we can go back to back. Oh, wait, I forgot Cleveland. That's the first Super Bowl you guys have ever won. So you're welcome. Hire me as GM. Facts. But Jerry Jeudy also wins your MVP of the Super Bowl. So that's pretty tough. Let's get into next season. Offseason. I'm probably going to go fast because, I don't know, we're proving them wrong. So maybe I'll do these really, really quickly. And then we'll see. Oh my gosh, we have 100. Oh no, we got some players to pay. All right, you know what? We'll pay and then I'll talk about my plan. I'm just going to freaking do it. We might franchise tag him again. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. We'll bring back Grant Delpit for a good contract. We just won the Super Bowl, so I feel like these guys should want to come back. Maybe freaking not, I guess. Tevin Jenkins, we will bring back because he's actually a pretty important piece. He's a good overall. We're probably not going to get anybody else better than him. But what, we just won the Super Bowl. We won it. Do you guys remember that when we did that like a month ago? You guys don't want to sign back. Let's go. Yes, we signed back the punter. We're good. Okay, we're bringing back Dewan Jones. Honestly, I don't even know if you guys will like that. Wasn't he like a bust, low key? All right, we're gonna franchise tag Tevin Jenkins just because he's the guy. I feel like we can't afford to lose the most. I want to bring back Njoku because he's playing, you know, a hybrid receiver, tight end, fullback role. Like, he's literally playing everything. So I do kind of want to bring him back because, you know, Kevin Stefanski, he's using, bro. Pause. I'm having thoughts, man. That's all I'm saying. I'm having thoughts. I see a player I want. I pay him money. That's all I do. Is that so bad? Okay, these are going to be our signings. Kyle Hamilton, Jameson Williams, Jadeveon Sanders. We'll see who we can get. Kyle Hamilton. So we missed out on Jameson Williams. I really wanted that 98 speed. I felt like that would have been pretty cool. If we don't get this dude, it's not a big deal. All right, we get Kyle Hamilton, which is massive. He's going to be a freaking stud for our defense. Shout out Swisinger. We haven't talked about him much. He's an 88 overall right now. Kramer, also another pick that we had. Jeez, Shedeur Sanders wins the Super Bowl. He can't get star development. What's going on here? This is ridiculous. But yeah, honestly, I'm good in free agency. We don't have a lot to do. I mean, at this point, we're just letting our players develop and paying them when they do. You know, let's just hit the draft. I don't know how many picks I'm actually going to make. Probably let the CPU handle most of them. But yeah, let's go. We're going to take a guard here in the third round, end of the third round, 32nd pick. At this point, we're really just drafting for value. I mean, we have players at pretty much every single position. So I'm just kind of trying to find the best players available and just taking them. So we'll see what happens. I do want another tight end, though. So we'll see what we can get here. Look, your boy just finds tight ends. I don't know what to tell y'all boys, man. 6'6", 260 pounds, 21 years old, B, deep threat. He also runs a 4.4. So, you know, the value says not bad, but this has happened a couple times. He's going to be good. I'm really not trying to make the rest of these picks. We'll let the CPU handle it, and let's get in to next season right away. Okay, here's the squad for year number, 5. I don't know. Shedeur Sanders, obviously QB1. Judkins, we got the Calhoun, the top 5 pick from last year. We have Pickney, who's actually the tight end, but I want to make sure he's developing correctly, so we're going to put him here. Valsetto's going to be wide receiver 3. Don't worry, Jerry Jeudy's going to be getting plenty of touches as he's our slot wide receiver. The offensive line is looking pretty solid. Defensive line still freaking unbelievable. We signed Kyle Hamilton. This team is even better than it was last year because it continues to develop and get better, which means Super Bowl number 2, back-to-back. Shedeur, what we saying, bro? I built you a squad. I built you a freaking squad. There's no doubt about it. You got the best defense in the NFL. You got a very, very, very solid offense. Shedeur Sanders, it is time to see if you can go back-to-back and continue to prove the league wrong. They dropped you to 5 rounds. 5 rounds of hell. You sat there. Dude, but they didn't pick me. Shut the freak up, dude. It's time to ball out. It's time to go win another freaking Super Bowl. Let's go, Shedeur Sanders. It is perfect timing every single day. It is time. 11-6. Okay, that's not as good as last year, but, you know, we're in the playoffs, so that's what really matters. We're hosting a home playoff game, playing against, you know, Travis Hunter. Let's take a look here at the stats for this team. Shedeur Sanders, not as good of a year, but hey, I mean, he's doing his job. Quinshon, Judkins, I can't say this kid's name right. 1,212, very, very, very solid year. Finally, our wide receiver hit his stride, 1,100 yards, 9 touchdowns, kind of led our team. Jerry Jeudy did his thing. Fannin, the tight end, did his thing, as well as Pickney, the backup tight end, also did his thing. We're running a lot of tight end formations, packages. Blake, after having, I think, 18 last year, only has 9, so not as good of a second year. Myles Garrett back at the top of the leader, but I mean, this sack production is ridiculous. I don't even need to mention it anymore because how freaking unbelievably crazy it is. But it is time to hop back into playoff games because we're trying to go back, baby. We are here in a home playoff game, but they have the better record. Technically, they're the better team. So let's see if we can pull this off here, trying to go back, trying to win more playoff games. We have more experience in the playoffs than this team, and it is showing. Shedeur Sanders, 24-10, a victory, and we are moving on to the next one. Shedeur Sanders hasn't been throwing in his stats, only 160 yards and 2 touchdowns in this game. Taking on the Colts, let's get it. Can we take down the Indianapolis Colts, who also has the record advantage on us technically in the regular season, but we have the lead by 1 point here, approaching the fourth quarter now. Into the fourth quarter, we are down by 2 points. We finally score back, 14-9. It is not a high-scoring game, but we are looking to hold on here. Our defense is super, super good, so I'm expecting hopefully them to be able to. They get the ball right back, and we are going back to the AFC Championship game. 190 yards and a touchdown for Shedeur Sanders. Perfect timing if I've ever seen it. Okay, I'm saying that maybe 2 more times, 3 more times max the rest of the video. I gotta say it. This is legendary. The Los Angeles Chargers are the only team standing in the way of Cleveland going to back-to-back Super Bowls, looking to win their second Super Bowl. But we are going to take it 1 game at a time. Justin Herbert and the Los Angeles Chargers, you are next. Bow, bow. Shedeur, we have to make them pay. These teams passed up on a backup quarterback opportunity not to take you because they thought you'd be a distraction. Make them pay, Shedeur. We're up by 5 points here, now up by 2 points, now up by 5 points in the fourth quarter. Time ticking down. We're going to slow it down here. A minute and 27, now a minute and 10. They have the ball. They are moving down the field in field goal range, but it doesn't matter. They need to score, but we get the ball back. The defense comes in clutch once again. Shedeur throws for 99 yards and a touchdown, but it does not matter because this Cleveland Browns team is going back to the Super Bowl. Cleveland never won a Super Bowl before, won it last year. Now they're here against the Green Bay freaking Packers. This is going to be fun. Come on, Shedeur. Super Bowl number 2. We got to get star development at least. How is this even possible? I don't know. But hey, look. He's a 91 overall with morale. He's still a normal dev. I guess you don't need superstar, X Factor dev to actually, win playoff games, but screw it. We're here. Anybody else get any upgrades to their development traits? The safety, he did. Other than that, pretty normal. Let's get into Super Bowl numero dos. We are down by 14. Now we're winning by 7. Here we go in the fourth quarter. Super Bowl on the lines. High game, 1:40 remaining. The Super Bowl is on the line. Our defense needs to get a stop. Okay, we are going to hop in here to see if we can get a stop. And I want to see how this team plays. I'm so excited. Yo, look at this defensive line. Oh my gosh. And then we have 2 superstar X Factor safeties. He's going to throw the fable. Why is Kyle Hamilton so slow? Okay, at this point, it might be best just to let them score the touchdown. I'm going to try to let them do just that. Our defensive line is too good. No. Okay, we're coming out with man up 3 deep, and I'm going to let them score because if they freaking, because if they just, they could have kicked the field goal and just won the game. 23 seconds remaining. Super Bowl on the line. Shedeur Sanders is in need of a desperate legacy-defining moment, and it's out of bounds. Okay, we're going to get a booth review. At this point, we're really just looking for a miracle to get into range. Calhoun's going to catch it and get out of bounds. 10 seconds remaining. Range means nothing. We just got to get into Hail Mary range or something. Here we go. 10 seconds. We still have no timeouts. A sack would end it. Shedeur Sanders rolling out to the right. He's open. Falsetto. Are you kidding? Yes. Yes, Shedeur Sanders, legacy Super Bowl moment with the Super Bowl on the line, and we are a PAT away from tying up this Super Bowl, and I was nervous, but it is good, with just the most unbelievable play you've ever seen with the Super Bowl. Shedeur Sanders has ice in his veins because that was perfect timing. That I had to say at that time. Come on, that was perfect timing. Going into overtime, we will elect to kick, and we are going to hop back in simulation here. I'm not going to play the whole freaking overtime. Here we go. They have gotten the ball first. We've gotten the ball back. We don't score. They get the ball back at this point. We're going to hop in. We got to hop in one more time. They're going to start with the run here. No, it's play action, Myles Garrett. It's going to be 3rd and 15. I believe any points at this point wins the Super Bowl. Throwing. No, he makes the grab. Are you kidding? What a throw. We're heading into double overtime of the Super Bowl. This has never happened before. Next points win, and they are approaching field goal range here. Our defensive line has to do what our defensive line does best, and that's literally get sacks and tackles for loss. Myles Garrett with the Super Bowl on the line, making big plays. We're going to continue to need to make plays. It's play action. Look at the defensive line racing to see who can get the sack first, and they're going to give it to Myles Garrett. He has 3 sacks right now in overtime. 3rd and 21. This is a massive play. We need it. It's going to be a quick screen, and it's blown up. Myles Garrett somehow gets there again. And they are forced to punt away. Oops, the football. Here we go. Sanders, we're going to need a play. Steps up into the pocket. He's going to roll out. No! A strip sack. Fumble 6 to lose the Super Bowl. Browns fans, no. Shedeur Sanders, I'm sorry, I can't watch them celebrate like this. He had the best game of his Super Bowl career. Okay, look, we're not going to end it on that, but here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put this all on just simple, right? So I'm not even going to be controlling anything. I'm going to let the CPU handle the entire offseason, the entire re-signing process. For all I know, they might not even re-sign Shedeur Sanders. I have no idea, but we're going to get straight into next year, and we're just going to sim to see how much Shedeur Sanders can make the league pay. 2 Super Bowls in 4 seasons. Come on. He's making moves. It's all on Shedeur Sanders now. This is nothing compared to me. I'm not taking control. I just want to see if he can make the NFL pay. Okay, 12-5, not bad at all whatsoever. Judkins led the league in rushing yards, 1,509. Shedeur Sanders, 41 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He's taking the next step. Ladies and gentlemen, it is absolutely beautiful to see. We'll check out these defensive stats, which is what we really want to see. Mason Graham, 20 sacks. Myles Garrett, he might be coming down here as he's older in age, 32 years old. He's still 99 overall, though. Simulating here the first playoff game. I'm not going to hop into every single playoff game at this point. I just kind of want to see what we can do here in the playoffs. Will we win? We will. Now we're taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. We won 35-12. Let's just do it again. I'm not looking, man. Can Shedeur Sanders make a pay? Please go to the AFC Championship game. He is. Yo, Shedeur Sanders is killing it. 24-20 here. Let's just keep it rolling, baby. Can they go to the Super Bowl beating the best team in the AFC, the 13-4 Buffalo Bills? No. Wait. Yes. Wait. I don't know. Are we in the Super Bowl? Ah, we're going to the Super Bowl, baby, 3 years in a row. And we're taking on the 15-2 Carolina Panthers, who I believe we already beat. Fannin Jr., 94 overall. Shedeur Sanders. Who's this? Excuse me. Excuse me. They drafted another midget, dude. This is the new Tyler Gabriel, bro. His name is freaking Connor. Are you kidding me? They drafted him in the first round to replace Shedeur. They drafted him at pick 31 overall. Oh, nah. Shedeur, they literally tried to replace you again, dude. This is ridiculous. Okay, Shedeur, bro, we stay making him pay, Shedeur. We stay making him pay, baby. It's time. 15-2 Carolina Panthers. They haven't been this good since Cam Newton. 0-0. We're hoping the defense can pull through. Hopefully, Shedeur Sanders can continue to pull through because they just keep disrespecting, bro. I don't know what to tell you, man. The league just doesn't like him. They're down by 1. They need to play. Carolina's going to get the ball back. We're going to hop in to spectating here. We're not hopping into play because at this point, I think we're just going to do a Shedeur Sanders career simulation and just see what happens. You know, we've rebuilt the team. Now we'll just see how he can do. But it's 3rd and 7, and they're going to need to stop. Throwing to the sideline. They got that first. Are we serious? I don't think he did. It's going to be Ellington with the catch from Bryce Young. Wow, that ends the Super Bowl. Oh my gosh. 3 Super Bowls in 3 years, but they're going to lose this one again. Shedeur Sanders, 1 for 3 in Super Bowls, but he's made it to 3 Super Bowls. Should we do another season? Should I just simulate his entire career? How old is he? Let's check. Okay, Shedeur Sanders is currently 27 years old, and this will conclude the rebuild part of the video. But if you guys want a part 2, where I would simulate the rest of the career of Shedeur Sanders, you guys have to let me know down below in the comments. If you guys don't let me know, I'm not going to do it. So if you guys really want to see it, I will, I'm going to save this universe and come back and I will simulate the rest of his career because he's been to 3 Super Bowls in 5 years. Like, he could be the GOAT. We just don't know yet. So let me know if you guys want to see it. But thank you guys so freaking much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure you guys press that subscribe button. It would mean so much to me, and like the video to help with the algorithm so that more people can like the video. Duh. Till next time, thank you for watching. Peace.